to the scroll. Uh, it is I, your host and co-host Frank Grouch, joined as always by the luxurious Lilac Boots. Say hey to the people.
Hi.
Uh, First and foremost, Happy New Year. The Gregorian calendar has changed over, so in America, first pod of the new year. So merry holidays. Hope everybody had a good, joyous holiday season. If you did not, I understand, and I offer my sympathies to you. We're here. We're starting a new year. Not a lot. We're on the holiday hangover edition, so it's a little bit of a short episode today. But we have some news for you. We have some stuff to talk about. Of course, what we're playing is always here, and we may or may not have some boots to the face later on. So if you're ready out there in listener land, I'm going to let Boots take it away. Go ahead, Boots.
Yes. Okay. So first, we're gonna start off with some industry news. First thing, this might be good for you people that can't stand the licensing bullshit issue with computer games. So, CD Projekt Red is selling GOG back to its original co-founder. This is great. This marks a massive shift for the storefront because it looks like it's going to actually regain its footing as a DRM free specialist independent of, CD Projekt Red. So,
Mm-hmm.
for those of you who don't know what DRM is, it's basically DRM stands for Digital Rights Management. So we actually talked about this on the show before, and basically what it is the simple way to explain it is that it's like a digital lock or like proof of ownership built into the game. So it's the software that basically checks that you actually bought the game before letting you play it. So this kind of ties in back to the discussion we had like a couple of months ago where we were just like, okay, well, if I buy the fucking game, then I own it. But technically, you kind of don't. So you're really just purchasing the license for it. So it's like how it works is when you launch a game on Steam or like Epic Games, the DRM will talk to their servers. So if it can't verify your license, like say if like your internet is out, it might block you from playing it even though you paid $70 for it. Um, the only positive thing about this is that it's anti-piracy. It's because its main job is basically to stop people from copying the game files and giving them to like their friends or like uploading them to torrent sites. So that's the only positive thing. So the difference between them and GOG, when you buy a game on GOG, you get a naked installer. So you can put that file on a thumb drive, give it to yourself 20 years from now, and it'll still run without needing to, quote unquote, phone home to a server.
So you
Um,
can copy that file and give it away.
I mean, essentially, yeah, because you own it. So like it's sort of like let's say back in the day when you went and physically bought, like, for example, like Pokemon Gold. If you own
Mm-hmm.
Pokemon Gold and you want, let's say you beat it, and then you want to let your friend borrow it, they could you could just give them the game. That's basically like what the
Like the
GOG.
old school cartridge style.
Yeah, but that's
Okay.
basically the difference between GOG and the other launchers is that when you actually buy the game, you actually own it, so you can do whatever you want to the files like once you have it because you paid for it. So
Okay.
yeah, so they're because GOG's philosophy is basically they believe that if you buy the game, you own it rather than you just licensing the game. Now,
Mm-hmm.
so some people kind of don't like it. Well, sorry, not GOG. Some people, like I said, probably don't like Steam and Epic Games' practices. Because sometimes they've been accused of like slowing down games or causing like stuttering because it's using
Mm-hmm.
like your CPU power to like constantly check that you have the license in the background. So there's that.
Right.
Then a lot of people don't like their practice because you basically it's like it's forcing you to perpetually like be online. So it's like say if you have a Steam Deck and you're traveling and it's like you have a spotty connection and it's may or may not dub you because they feel like it's not you because you're not online. Um and
What I
then
find funny is that
mhm,
in this discussion, I'm only using the example that I'm most familiar with.
Mhm.
Sony has this
Mhm.
with their digital store. Like
Right.
most of my stuff is all of my stuff is digital, right?
Right.
I got the PlayStation membership. When I buy my PlayStation membership, any games that I have, it knows that I'm not, you know, whatever.
Mhm.
I'm not the not guy. But like if I go offline, I still have access to my stuff because I own like the license has already been verified. It checks it once. So
Mhm.
whatever Sony's setup is, like
Mhm.
once you buy the game, they know
Mhm.
that your license is there. The game itself needing to be online is a developer flaw. I don't like that.
Mhm.
That games that have offline a single player component needing to be online is dumb to me.
Mhm.
Let me connect to multiplayer when I want to go play multiplayer.
Right.
But outside of that argument, the thing on Sony is I've done this. I've played offline a couple times.
Mhm.
If I pay for my PS Plus subscription,
Mhm.
as long as it's up to date,
Mhm.
like on like off like before I go offline, as long as my shit is up to date, I won't lose connection. But like somehow it knows that like okay, this is the targeted date in the system computer. Like if by this date there's been no connection. Like so for example, let's just say March 1st.
Mhm.
If March 1st is my targeted date for renewal and I
Mhm.
haven't been online, I
Mhm.
won't have access to that because it won't process the renewal of my licensing. But
Okay.
if I do go online around that time, license is renewed, everything's good to go, I can go back offline. It's just I can't play multiplayer games online. So I
Right.
really wish companies would stop making the single player stuff online necessary. If you're gonna go, shout out to good old games because I don't like the DRM licensing thing. If I buy it, it's mine. Give me my license. Like I don't need to. Like once I buy it and download it, it's
Right.
mine.
Right.
Don't restrict my licensing. Like if I'm playing on your connection services like PS Plus, Xbox Live, Steam, whatever,
Mhm.
then yeah, okay, I understand that the service that I have that is allowing me to play these games through your service, if I
Mhm.
lose that service, then yeah, I lose connection to the games. But if I
Right.
purchase this game and download the file, it should be mine. I shouldn't have to worry about licensing and DRM and stuff.
Correct.
So I agree with GOG. I'm on GOG side.
Yes. And also finally, like the worst thing that could happen, with like Steam and Sony and everyone else, what you want to be wary of also is the digital death. So basically, like if a company goes bankrupt and their DRM
Hmm.
server shut down, then your entire library could technically become unplayable because they have to check in, and if they can't check in because the company doesn't exist anymore, then you can't play the
Right.
fucking game. So
Right.
that's why GOG believes, if you buy a game, you own it. So shout out to them. I'm glad they're getting their the original co-founder. I'm glad he's getting his company back. Not that CD Projekt Red is terrible, but I'm just glad that he like re-owns it again. And yeah, just oh yeah, if you do go on GOG, GOG stands for Good Old Games. So if you do go on there and you notice like a whole bunch of shit from like 1993, that's why, because they have really, but it's good shit. It's just old. So next, I actually wanted to bring this up. I mean, it's kind of a, it was really more of a, this is really more tech news than gaming news, but because Microsoft owns Xbox, it's still relevant. So, the Microsoft CEO, I had to bring this up because I actually thought this shit was funny. This happened like just this past weekend, I think. The CEO Satya Nadella, he made headlines because he basically was defending generative AI in game development, and basically was urging the industry to quote move beyond the arguments of slop end quote and focus on how the tech can assist smaller studios in world building.
Man
Now,
has never created anything in his fucking life.
so in response to what he said, first of all, he thought he could beef with the internet, and you can't beef with the internet. Okay, it's hard out here on these streets. It's just not happening, bro. It's not happening.
Not at the very least, not with this.
he
You're gonna lose every time,
he
dummy.
he said that, and then the internet's response was to now, instead of calling them Microsoft, they call them Microslop. so
Yep, he earned it.
so now everyone since that day has been calling Microsoft Microslop. So yeah, that's just, sir, you shouldn't have opened your mouth. You should not have said anything. I mean, it's just, in this particular case, you can't move beyond the arguments of slop, because that's like, let's say I'm trying to think of something like really basic. Okay, so recycling, right? So we all know we need to recycle. We need to help save the earth as much as we can, even though most of the damage has been done already. We have to
And
like
most of it is not our fault; it's the corporation fault because they
correct,
could have fixed it a long time ago.
correct.
But you know,
So that's like him saying, that's like you saying, okay, well, we need to focus on trying to desalinate water and fuck recycling. Like just basic, like the basic you throwing your bottles into the recycling bin. Like that doesn't make any sense. Like, come on, bro. Like, no, you have to deal with this. Like, can we fix this shit first before we worry about like the bigger things? You cannot say move beyond the arguments of slop. Like, come on, bro. There's people on Instagram making stupid shit right now because of Gen AI. Like, come on, bro. We can't do that. So yeah, that nickname was rightfully earned. You shouldn't have said that. Something's wrong with you. Just yeah, you shouldn't have did that. And also world building doesn't require AI. People have been writing fucking world building like all the time. I was just doing it this morning for my own book. So what the fuck are you talking about? Anyway,
world building,
what you say?
literally, world building is what the prompts you put in to AI
Mhm.
is your fucking world building. You absolute doorknobs.
It's just, and it's like,
Generative AI. I want a world where it's mostly water, but there are some mountains and islands, and there are fish people. Guess what, dummy? You just built the world. You didn't need to talk to AI to do it. You literally just created it. You absolute fucking dumbass. God, who,
my whole thing about that
huh.
also, my whole thing about that also is that if the world building thing, first of all, this is what I did. I went on YouTube like a normal person, and when I needed help with my world building, I just went to and looked up authors that did it already and looked up tips. Why didn't y'all just do
Yeah,
that or have the studios do that? And I know you're not doing the work because you're the fucking CEO, so I know you ain't doing
yeah.
shit. So it's
You
like,
ain't done a lick of work in like 10 years, dog.
so
Shut up.
exactly. So like, what are you talking about? Like, world building does not require AI. Like, if you want to bounce ideas off of somebody, then you do that to other authors or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
make them sign an
Bounce it
NDA.
off of another creative.
Y'all do that shit all
That's
the
why there
time.
are creative teams. Like that's why teams exist.
Like the fuck?
I hate those motherfuckers, man.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah,
it's
when they.
AI slop because that's exactly what it is. It scrapes the ground of the internet
Mhm.
for the whatever you're looking for and just piles it all together like slop. That's
Mhm.
exactly what it is. Micro slop. I'm running with that. I'm not changing that. And they're never being called anything else for me ever again.
Yeah, so I was getting ready to say that. Next time if they piss me off again, I'm gonna just keep calling them micro slop. So.
I'm just gonna make it. I'm gonna say it so much it's gonna become everybody says it as the regular name. Because number one, let's just go into it.
Mhm.
Everybody's getting away from Windows anyway because Windows as a platform is outdated. They haven't really made any true updates to their software and stuff, and then they started doubling down on the AI nonsense.
Mhm.
But Gemini, not Gemini,
Mhm.
that's Google. I'm talking about Copilot.
Right.
Besides
Which is
that,
actually the worst
the
one out of all of them because it's fucking slow. But go ahead.
yeah, and then on top of that, they keep updating their Windows operating system from 10 to 11, but it's always buggy and broken. Like there's
Oh
never
yeah.
anything good that comes from your updates.
And Outlook
And
fucking
so it's
sucks.
like, yeah, Outlook is trash. So like Microsoft, what are you making yourselves worse? At this point, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to say this, I'm moving away from Microsoft as best as I can. I'm trying to get out of using whatever programs I have and I'm working on building a Linux machine because
Mm.
you don't need Windows anymore.
Oh
We
yeah,
could
you
talk
don't.
about it next time, but
Mhm.
like Windows is pretty much obsolete. So,
Mhm.
yeah,
I think it's absolutely in the personal sense, not
absolutely.
not enterprise wise because they just it's not even that it's not impossible to do. It's just that I don't think workplaces are just willing to teach an entirely new thing.
Right.
So unless you, and especially if the company's old, if it's like a startup or like a recently made company, a lot of those companies don't use Microsoft. Actually, they use like Google Workspace, like or something more recent. They don't, yeah, they don't use Microsoft. So yeah, you're right. Their time is almost definitely up. Um, okay, so next or we also have an update regarding the Rockstar layoffs stuff. So the IWGB, or the Independent Workers Union of Great Britain, officially moved forward with their wrongful dismissal lawsuit this week. So things are moving forward in the laid off workers' defense. And I think it was because it followed the prime minister's comment in December. Well, basically, he was just saying that he felt that what happened to them was deeply concerning. And actually, what actually concerned me was that not the prime minister, but whoever their representative was. Let me just look up his name. Okay, yes. So basically, uh, yeah, so the IWGB, who I just mentioned, they accused them of union busting, which we talked about already. And then Rockstar's defense was that they were fired for gross misconduct, which involved leaking confidential info. But investigative reports and comments from their representative, Chris Murray, he said that the leaks were actually just staff talking about like internal like Slack policies. So like stuff like rules about using emojis apparently in the private
Mm.
chat, which is what was in the Discord. Was just they really were talking about Slack emojis. So but before the prime minister said anything, the MP Chris Murray, he tried to meet with Rockstar management, and he said that they were initially tried to force him to sign an NDA just to talk. And then he said that he ultimately left the meeting unconvinced that the company had actually followed the law. So it's like it's really not looking good for y'all, because y'all just like what the fuck, come on, like y'all really just
Yeah.
snitched on yourselves like just then, because it's like, because my whole thing is I'm still confused on how they even found out anyway, because Discord has nothing to do with any company at all. It's totally separate. It's like
Yep.
texting someone and then you get fired for being in like a text group chat. Like what the fuck? So I'm like,
Yeah,
somebody
it's just
clearly
my text
snitched.
messages. Don't. Yeah.
Somebody clearly snitched. Like somebody clearly snitched. And if the messages actually were just about Slack emojis, then y'all look even more crazy, because who gives a fuck about Slack emojis? That's like clearing about fucking Discord emojis. Who cares? That's not.
What's really funny though is that Rockstar trying to play like they're the good guys in this, they
Mhm.
forget that these messages are literally just there. Like people can they can be read. These aren't these aren't like disappearing messages, man. Like
Exactly.
yeah. So like y'all about to make it worse because they got to go in and look at this shit.
Exactly.
Go through the logs, look what they were talking about. If none of this stuff comes up about them unionizing, you're gonna look real stupid with
Exactly.
big egg on your face. And I'm I need that to happen because at the base of it all, fuck corporations. Y'all have gotten away with too much for too long.
Mhm.
You need to stop.
Mhm.
So let's get after it. Let's start bringing these corporations down several pegs. Several pegs.
Yeah, and trying to make a government representative sign an NDA is crazy too. Cause now you really effed up. Cause it's like y'all look crazy right now. Um,
Yeah.
yeah. So that's too bad for Rockstar. Well, Rockstar North specifically, because this is the UK version that decided to wall out.
Right. 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 Yeah.
So
Overall, but still, like, I
right.
mean, overall, still, like,
Yeah, it's still
I
messed up.
mean, because yeah,
Yeah.
it's still bad.
Yeah.
So
All right. And finally, Steam announced their winners for their annual Steam Awards. And yes, I know we've been talking about awards a lot, but it's award season, so too bad. The big one, the first one, Game of the Year award went to Hollow Knight Silk Song. So congratulations to them. Um, Steam also gave out a VR Game of the Year award, which went to the Midnight Walk. I love the art; it looks really good. I wouldn't play it though because
mm,
I'm chicken. Because y'all know how I am with horror stuff. Um,
right.
so the next award is the Labor of Love Award. So just so no one's confused, this award is for games that debuted well past. Games that are still being played well past their debut. It's just that the devs and all the creative people gave it a lot of work and touch tender love and care basically, which is why it's called the Labor of Love Award. And that went to Baldur's Gate 3. Um,
Unfair.
um,
No Man's Sky. Listen,
mhm,
listen, listen.
go ahead.
No Man's Sky should have gotten that award. That game has been out
Oh
for
yeah.
almost 10 years and has been constantly updated by the dev.
Yeah,
So
that's actually who I voted for too.
there's no other game on that list that I'm looking at that is
Mhm.
more of a labor of love than
Mhm.
No Man's Sky. And yeah, sure. I'm glad you guys like Larian as a developer, but like, let's just be real with ourselves.
Mhm.
No Man's Sky came out in 2016,
Mhm.
and initially it was like, well, this game isn't going to do well because it's missing some stuff. The dev
Right.
went back to the game
Mhm.
and added shit,
Yeah.
and has been adding shit since. So let's stop doing this. We like this game because we like the developer shit, and just call it what it is. No Man's Sky should have won that award.
That's true. But also,
And
to be
I'm
fair,
talking directly. I know you little cheeky stuffed shirt voters aren't going to listen to this
stuff
because
shirt.
you have your favorites, and we're not a fucking AAA podcast. But you need to stop playing favorites
Yeah.
and sit back and think about what a labor of love is.
Yeah.
Baldur's Gate 3 is not a labor of love. It's a great game. I'm glad they fucking kept up with it,
Mhm.
but it's not even 5 years old. Is it 5 years old? It's not even like it's
I don't think so. I think it's
other than
only
that,
2 or 3 years old the most. Three the
and that
max.
and it's still not 10. So
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I gotta I get I you got if your game on there has been out for 10 years and it was on the brink of death within the
Mhm.
first three and you brought it back to life,
Mhm.
you should get the labor of love award. Anyway, I'm moving on.
That's okay. No, I was just gonna say, to be fair, their launch was a lot worse than Baldur's Gate's launch. So that's why I feel like people felt like they may have put in more work because it wasn't that bad. I mean, or bad at all. Because I didn't hear anything bad
Right.
about Baldur's Gate's launch, at all when it came out. Because if anything, then if that's the case, I understand what you're saying about like No Man's Sky because I voted for them too. But if that's the case, then
Yeah,
Cyberpunk should have got been at least nominated too because that launch was trash as well, and they put in a
I
lot of
agree with
work,
that.
and everybody loved it.
I don't think Helldivers should have been on this list. I love Helldivers. Don't get
Mhm.
me wrong. I just don't think it should have been a labor of love list. That's
Mhm.
just like Helldivers has been out for less than 3 years, and them just taking care of the game and making sure it didn't go to shit is not a labor of love. Like
Mhm.
it's making sure my game doesn't go to shit. Now holla at me in 5 years
Yeah.
if you're still working on this game. Like that like a labor of love is you're putting extra time into this. You could have
Right.
dipped off and did the No Man's Sky dev could have dipped off and did anything else, but he
Yeah. You
didn't
gotta.
because he's been working on his game. That's what I think. I don't know, man. I'm not.
No, I
That's
agree.
yeah.
I totally understand.
So
Um. So next, the best game on Steam Deck award went to Hades 2, which I think fit
fair.
because that seemed like a Steam Deck game. But damn, Ball Pit was nominated. Shit. um.
I have since this would have put y'all out there since we first brought it up and it was nominated for Golden Joystick, the New York Game Awards.
Mhm.
I have put 6 people onto Ball Pit, and all 6 people have been in love with this game. So
Yay.
it is a very well deserved title. It is
Yes.
fun. It is interesting, and it is not a super time suck. You get in, you can play a couple rounds and leave.
Mhm.
Nothing happens. You can get in, play for hours, and be good to go. Like it's up to you. But I'm glad I put people on. I'm glad it got nominated. Shout out to Ball Pit and shout out to Devolver.
Yeah.
Also, just on the side, this is not a Devolver game. This is I think it's Kenny something like
I'm not
that.
sure.
Kenny
Well,
and
did
friends.
they
Sorry.
publish it at least? If they didn't develop it, did they publish it?
Let me see. I'm gonna look it up.
Mhm.
Uh, Yeah, it's Devolver Digital, and Kenny Son and Friends are
Okay.
the I believe. Yeah. So in combination with the two, yes. Shout out to Devolver. Shout out to Kenny Son and Friends, for making this. It's a nice game. So
Nice. So next is the Better with Friends award. I guess you can call this best multiplayer if you want. But the winner was Peak. Um,
okay,
which I think is cool because honestly, the concept is like really original. Not the fact that you have to work with other people, but the fact of what you have to do to work with other people. I feel like people are getting yelled at in this game just like you do in fucking Overcooked, except instead of yelling
mm,
about ingredients and yelling about somebody catching you or grabbing you, pulling you up and shit. I feel
right.
like. um, Next was the Outstanding Visual Style Award, and that went to Silent Hill F, which I think was cool because they didn't get no love this year, award wise anyway. They got nominated a lot, but they didn't win anything. Um, Next was the Most Innovative Gameplay Award, and that went to Arc Raiders. Yay.
I can see that.
Yeah.
It's a very fun
Um,
game.
it is. Um, Next is the best game you suck at award, and this went to Hollow Knight Silk Song, which I believe because I've heard like it's a learning curve for Hollow
Yeah.
Knight, so I get it.
I just just want to let y'all know the other nominees in this category were Elden Ring, Night Rain, Marvel Rivals, Path of Exile 2, and Where Winds Meet.
Okay, I
So,
mean Where Winds Meet probably shouldn't be there because I didn't think it was hard. I don't think I played some and I don't think that game was that particularly difficult.
mm,
Um, I can name a game series I feel like should have been there. I didn't play the sequel, but I played the original the other day, and I feel like that should have been on there because that shit is hard.
which
Um,
one?
Kingdom Come Deliverance. So like the
Okay.
sequel just came out, like so it's been nominated for like a bunch of stuff, but like so I went back and I wanted to play the original because I like RPGs and shit like that. And yeah, it's a big learning curve. Like you're gonna get your ass beat for a minute before you start like really like getting good with the swordplay and stuff. So yeah, but I'll talk about that later. Um, Next is the best soundtrack award, and that goes to Claire Obscure Expedition 33. Yes, because I really like that song that they performed at the Game Awards.
Okay.
Um, I'm surprised at Spider Man 2's nomination though. Did you play Spider Man 2? You played Spider Man 2, right?
I did. I don't know if the soundtrack should have been nominated for best soundtrack, but I understand. I can see why. You know what I mean? It wasn't bad. It's just
Okay.
I just didn't see it. I didn't expect to be nominated for best soundtrack. That was a weird one.
Okay. I was gonna say like what song was cracking? I was doing something.
It
So
wasn't. There was. There wasn't a song. I was like, oh, I gotta play this again. Nah, it
yeah.
was. It was just. It was a solid video game soundtrack. Like the orchestral stuff is really good, but like
Okay.
I wouldn't have went so far to put on the best soundtrack list. That's not.
Okay.
You know.
So next is the Outstanding Story Rich Game Award, and that went to Dispatch. Which
Yeah.
yeah, it had to win because that was just yeah. um, and finally, the Sit Back and Relax Award, and that went to RV There Yet. I think Mega Bonk should have won, but only just because I like that name. My name is funny, Mega Bonk.
Did you play it?
I saw some like clips and stuff. I didn't play it myself, but Mega Bonk is just I just like it. I don't know. I didn't play RV There Yet. Power Wash Simulator. I feel like that's gonna annoy me, even though it's supposed to relax people.
Nah,
Um,
it's a fun game.
it is. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Power Wash Simulator is cool
Mhm.
because you literally just clean up stuff.
Right.
There's in the first one there's no music, there's no anything in particular. It's just you are power washing vehicles and buildings and shit. You clean them and then you go about your day. It was one of my favorite games to play because I could just put on a random soundtrack of my own
Oh,
and
okay.
just zone out and clean stuff.
Oh,
So
nice. Oh, wow. Okay. I have actually another game I wanted to bring up that is cool. Zoning out. But I'll talk about that later. All right, so that was it for the industry news. Now it is time for the rumor alert. Okay, so got two rumors. I didn't make these up. I'm just spreading them, so do with that as you will. So, all right. So allegedly, there's gonna be a Witcher 3 expansion. So there's some rumors going around this week that CD Projekt Red might be planning a surprise legacy expansion for The Witcher 3 later this year to bridge the gap between that and The Witcher 4. So, what do you think, Frank?
I think that's cool. I mean it's good because there's a lot of space. I'm guessing between 3 and 4, so this is good. You
Yeah, I
know,
think 3 came
like
out
it's
in
a
like
very
26, 2017, 28, some shit like
yeah.
that.
I'm pretty sure it was still a PS4 title when it dropped. So
Mm,
I think it's great that they're doing this. I don't see any issues with this. I think it's a really good thing that they're doing because
mm-hmm.
I mean sometimes people forget like in between the games and it's a good thing to just put like a hey, come on, get your feet wet, get your muscle memory back for your fingertips. Our game is coming out in a few months. It's
Right.
like it's almost like what Marvel did with Spider-Man Miles and Spider-Man 2. We had Spider-Man. they put the little Miles extension in the middle. It was like a little DLC Christmas thing,
Mhm.
and then they they dropped Spider-Man 2, and everybody was like, cool. So I mean, I don't hate this at all. I think it's a pretty cool thing. So
Awesome.
yeah.
Next rumor is, well, the last rumor, I only had two. So there's some leaks came out suggesting that the next major Resident Evil, which is starring Leon Kennedy and another new lead named Grace, will have a playable demo dropping as early as February. So all you Resident Evil people, you should get excited, where you can at least try the game before it comes out. I think a lot of big titles should do that. It's good for feedback and lots of other things. So yeah, I'm pro demo.
Yeah, I love demos. Demos are a lost art.
They are. They really are. All right. So that's it for the main stuff. We're gonna take a quick break, and we'll be right back. And we're back. All right. So segment three. Time to discuss what we've been playing this week. Uh, Frank, you wanna go? I'll go. I don't care.
Yeah, I got it. The cycle continues, of course. All
Mm-hmm.
the so I'm a fan, but not a fan of live service games. I like when my game has a definitive ending. Very
Okay.
much a fan of that. Like I understand the concept of live service. I know games can go on, and that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I like my games to have a definitive end. Like I need to know that there's an end point. There are credits to be rolled. I will be excited when I get there. The story is complete. That makes me happy. With that being said, I'm playing like 8 live service games in the background. Helldivers, Borderlands, and a
Mm-hmm.
bunch of other shit. Arc Raiders, there's a whole bunch. They just keep going and going.
Okay.
However, for the games that are not live service, that don't keep going and going, I'm playing Ball X Pit. I have Blasphemous 2. Started working on that. I rolled credits on Outer Worlds 2 this week.
Oh, nice!
Um,
Yay!
yeah, and I'm excited because I decided I'm going to get back into it. So I've started a second playthrough,
Okay.
trying to do differently than what I did the first time.
Okay.
But like my problem is I don't want to choose the the asshole answers in game. Like I don't want to
Yeah,
do that. Like I
that
don't want to
happens.
sit here and be like, yeah, one of the characters you have to work with from like the beginning of the game all the way to the end.
Mhm.
I don't want to be mean to him
Yeah.
because I know the story. I know what's about to happen. I don't want to be an asshole
Right.
because I don't like it doesn't serve anything. Like I'm okay, cool. I'm a dick to you. Now what? Now, like that was fun for like 2 minutes, but like I gotta. My theory is I see you all the time on the ship. You helping me out. You chase me down for like I don't want to spoil it, but like you chase me
Mhm.
down, and then we're here now. Why would I be an asshole to you? Like you did a lot for me, so why would I do that for you? Like that's weird. You know what I mean? So like
Right.
I'm just like, all right. So I'm trying not to do the exact same choices I made in the first playthrough, which were like not asshole ones.
Mhm.
But it's not easy because sometimes it's like, why are you like extremely dickish for no reason? Like it's like this is an extreme swing to the other side. You know what I mean? But I'm making my way through it.
Mhm.
What else was I working on? There's a couple more. I'm probably forgetting, but
Mhm.
yeah. Oh, I picked up Yakuza. I went back to Infinite Wealth because I never actually beat that long
Okay.
RPG. RGG Studios. So I'm at the end fight with that. So I'm making my way through that game as well.
Okay.
It's one of those like the end is very long type of deal. So I'm just trying to get my way through it. But that should be done by the time we convene next time for the podcast. But everything else is
Awesome.
pretty much it.
Okay. Awesome. I guess my only question is, so for Outer Worlds 2, so like when you make those dialogue choices,
Mm-hmm.
is it actually like leading you to maybe like a different area or scenario of the story, or is it literally just like the end result is that you're just being an asshole? Because if it
No,
goes
there's
somewhere,
there's different it's different branching paths, but
okay.
like what it does is there are different paths you can take based
Mhm.
on your answers, but the
Right.
problem is that like one of the answers is like it's hey I can help you or it's like go fuck yourself. It's like well what the fuck where's the middle ground? Like We're
So yeah, so
where's
that's
the middle ground of like,
so
hey,
yeah,
I
that's what
don't
I
want to help you,
right.
but at the same time, like I'm curious as to what this information is. Like, don't make me a giant dick because I want to see the branching paths of the storyline. Like, one
Right.
of the things that pissed me off is like if you, like, I think this is neat, but
Mhm.
so okay, so I give you this full trying to do spoiler free review of the game. I give it like a 7.5, 8. It's better than the last one, but
Okay.
there's still some things that I don't necessarily like about it.
Okay.
Like in the beginning, a you can pick a character trait,
Mhm.
right? There's five you can pick from.
Mhm.
You can pick up to two, but if you pick two, you have to pick a negative trait. Which okay, like the game is like you get negative traits as you go along,
Uh
which
huh.
is fine. But like if you pick two positive traits, you have to pick a negative trait on like to go forward, which is weird because the only traits you get in the game going forward are negative traits. You don't get any positive traits for you as you go through the game, which is strange.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay. Uh, the other thing is like if I pick one of the positive traits is brilliant, right? If I pick
Okay.
the positive trait brilliant, I get a bonus to one of the specials, like one of my special skills
Uh
gets a
huh.
bonus, but
Uh huh.
like that's only in the beginning. It doesn't do shit after that. So like
Hmm.
I personally believe their
Mhm.
level system is busted.
Okay.
I think it should be like I understand that you wanna force people to you kind of want to force them to do things differently, but like
Mhm.
if every time I go into a town, I'm
Mhm.
going to run into a terminal that needs to be hacked.
Mhm.
Why do you make hack like what like, the hacking skill is like? Hey, you probably should you probably should have this skill if you want to have more information about what you're doing,
Mhm.
which is fine. But like you make it so like I can't hack shit. But like there's stuff behind certain things that I can't get into because I don't have the hack skill, but I can't add points to the skill unless like I want to completely forego something else. Like I can't.
Okay.
You get 1 point per level up, and it's like, so am I supposed to just give up on everything else and just focus on this? Like the Fallout points, I
Mhm.
think Fallout used to give you like two or three, but you could clearly not hurt yourself if you went a certain path. Like the path was it made sense because
Right.
you could do if I didn't pick hacking, but I
Mhm.
picked something else, I
Mhm.
could still piggyback that skill in the future. Like if I wanted to hack a computer but I can't, I know this skill or the person I brought with me can hack the computer.
Right.
Like it's weird that you lock stuff behind certain things
Okay.
to force a second playthrough, but like if I don't want to, I can't go through the game complete speech
Yeah.
because you have to. And the reason I say that is if I walk up onto a faction and they're hostile towards me,
Mhm.
I can't talk my way out of the gunfight. I have to fight,
Right.
which is weird because if you made it a point where I could come up and I could talk, if there was a way I could do zero gunfights throughout the entire game,
Yeah.
that would be fine.
Okay.
Like yes, I know I understand that I have to fight certain bad guys like creatures, like animals or whatever.
Right.
That's cool. I understand that.
Yeah.
But if you want me, if the option is there where I can not fight bosses because I can speech check my way out of it, I shouldn't have to fight grunts because I should be able to speech check my way out of it. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
if I can do this for a boss, why am I fighting a little guy? Like
Yeah.
it's some stuff needs to like it's I get it, but like at the same time like give me more to do where I don't actually have to fight anybody. If I'm just walking around with like decided to go through this in a non-violent way,
Mhm.
don't send goons at me that I have to now kill because I didn't put any skills into violence. I put them into you know problems like visual speech
Mhm.
and fucking bartering and shit like that. I didn't put them into violence. So why do I have why are you forcing me to fight?
Yeah.
It essentially it gives you the it's almost like it's an illusion of free will, but
Okay.
like it's
Yeah.
it's
That's what I
not
was gonna
like an
say.
illusion,
Yeah.
huh?
No, I'm saying that's what I was gonna say. It sounds like it looks like they're giving you different options, but it's like still forcing you to go like a certain way after a certain point.
Yeah, yeah, I can choose to not be the science nerd, but
Mhm.
like I lose out on so
Yeah.
many available things. Like I can't hack into systems, I can't break down doors. Like, well, what is
Mhm.
the point?
Right.
If I can't get into places, what do like you want me to go find a journal? How am I supposed to find this if I don't? if you linearly drag me to this fucking thing
Yeah.
before I have a chance to investigate because I can't investigate because I don't have the right fucking hack.
Right.
Like if I have to hack a computer to get an answer, there should be multiple ways to get that answer without me having to hack the computer.
Yeah.
That's basically what I'm saying. Like if you put quest item
Mhm.
behind the computer or a locked door, there should be another way for me to get in
Get in.
if
Yeah.
I didn't pick the lock pick skill or the hack skill. There should be a second option.
Yeah.
It should always just be like, oh, you didn't do this skill set. Well, you can't get in through this door, but if you follow this path, you know what I mean. You get the
Yeah.
key for this door later on. Like it's just weird. Like, I don't know. That's how I think it should be.
No, that makes sense. It makes sense. At least give you like the option to go, the other route.
Yeah, and it's hard. It's hard because I don't want to be. If I pick all the answers the same way I did going the first way, I won't be able to get certain stuff. But I don't know how to get. Yeah, it's like I don't know what to do other than just be a dick about it and just go that way. I don't want to be a dick about it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because at that point, what was the point? You know what I mean? Like, well, I could just go through and murder everything and be done with it. I don't give a shit. Like, it's because using the ability, like having me have to talk my way through some of the stuff
Mhm.
works, and it's a really cool mechanic. But if you're telling me I can literally just murder everybody and go on about my day, why the fuck do I have to care? Like,
Right. Yeah.
I make the choices less good answer, bad answer, more or less like this is a smart positive answer, this is a smart negative answer, but you're not being an asshole. Like this is
Mhm.
not this answer will take you on this path, this answer will take you this path, but you don't feel like a dick saying it. It's the same kind of statement, but like, hey, oh, you need me to help you fix these thrusters? I don't want to fix the thrusters. What else do you need me to do? Well, if you fix these thrusters, we can get off the planet and leave everybody alone. It's like, well, what if I don't fix the thrusters? Well, we're just gonna be assholes here. All right, well then I'll fix the thrusters, but not because I want to, but because you shouldn't be bothering other people. So I get
Mhm.
one result, but it's not the other result that would have been if I had happily agreed to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I
I
get
don't
it.
know. It's hard to explain,
No, I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're
yeah.
saying.
But I like the game. It's like it's not negative. This is me
Yeah.
telling you my expect. I enjoyed it. I had a good time. I just wish that the options weren't so.
Linear.
Yeah, linear is a bad word because they're not fully linear. Like okay, so like for example, one of the missions in the beginning, I had to talk to this guy.
Mhm.
When I first time I did it, I talked to the guy, I did everything he asked me to do. This time I'm going through, I talked to a different person, and they have a different mission strain than what he offered. But if I talk to them, if I'm an asshole to them, do I
Mhm.
get the same result? Or like if I'm nice, like how does this like where does this go? Like you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
well,
Like
okay, yeah, because that's what I was asking you. Because it's like if you, because like I understand like dialogue choices and like games, and it's like if you decide to be a dickhead to this person, do you still experience the same mission but with a different person or a different faction? That's what I was like really
right.
asking. Yeah, but no, I
Yeah.
get it. If it's not that clear, then yeah, I guess yeah, that would be confusing. Yeah.
And I know what they're making it that way so you don't necessarily pick the right answer, but like you
Mhm.
can clearly see as you play the game what is the right answer.
Okay.
Like and then as opposed to the wrong answer.
Right.
I don't know, man. I just feel like some of the stuff shouldn't be like if okay, here's where it should be.
Mhm.
If I pick a character trait
Mhm.
in the beginning, I should get bonus points to several skills after the trait.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
That's how I think it should work. Like you get
Especially if you're
if I
using it.
pick like yeah, like if I pick the science, like if I pick the professor trait, right?
Mhm.
I should get a bonus point in all the skills that are related to a professor. So like I can either get a bonus point. I can get like 5 bonus points that can only go to. So these are the skills, and again, I give you like to hacking,
Uh huh.
observation, um, any brain power based skill tree is what it should be a bonus to.
Right. Right.
That's what it should be. Not just like, okay, you pick this, here's 2 points. Well,
Yeah.
what the fuck? Like, what was the point of me being a brilliant scientist if I get the same result no matter what? Like, if I'm a
Right.
brilliant scientist, I should have bonus points in science based skills.
Things.
Like,
Yeah.
I should get like one or two free bonus points in the science based skills
Correct.
because this is the path I've chosen. Now, you could also be like, yeah, you pick the brilliant guy, so like you get science based points, but you lose you don't get like the dumb I guess the dumb points. I
Mhm.
don't want to say they're dumb, but like Like something like you're not as good at speech checks because
Mhm.
science people are abrasive because they're logical thinking. So like
Yeah.
you lose, you might not be able to. You can max out everything at level 10 except for speech. You max out like level 6.
Right.
That's it. But
Yeah.
like the other thing is, like the other thing is, you can max out a skill point, but like you only get 2 skills per level. You only get 30 levels, so you get like I want to say you get uh I want to say 60 points, something like that, something like that. But you can spread it around, or you can put all 30 in like one skill. So I'm like, why would I put all 30 points into, I don't know, for example, the hacking skill,
Mhm.
knowing that I'm going to need other skills down the line because of how the game is by nature.
Right.
If I put in 30 points into hacking, the least you could do is give me a bonus to some other skill. The original skill tree from the last game was actually a better skill tree because you would put a point into a grouping and the grouping would level up and you
Mhm.
would get the bonus based on that, as opposed to where it's like one per thing. So it's like it's not a perfect game, but like it's
Mhm.
not a it's not a horrible game.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? But at the same, like there are things that I would have changed. Like if you go back and play Outer Worlds 1, they give you the skill point tree is like you get big points
Right.
and then you can allocate the little points.
Right.
So it's like you get one in your science skill and you can like boost up one or two things in the science skill at the same time. Doing that would have been was much better of
Mhm.
a balance of what you had to manage as opposed to this skill tree where it's not that, and it's just very much these are your skills, these are your 48 points, put them in where you want. Like one of the negative traits I got right
Mhm.
when I first started playing and I canceled it and went back was I put my skill points in multiple things and it was like you put your skill points in your lowest one, so we're gonna just do that for you. When you level up, you get 2 skill points that can only be allocated to your lowest rated skill set.
Huh?
Why would I? Why? Like why
Exactly. That
would
doesn't
why
make
are
any
you
sense.
forcing me? I understand it's a challenge for the game. That's
Yeah.
cool, but why are you? If you make it so I can't max out a skill without focusing directly on that, why is it that I don't get any bonuses from anything else? Like that,
Right.
it's
That's
it's
weird.
it's just like you telling me to waste my skill tree. Essentially, is what
Exactly.
it feels like.
Yeah. Yeah, that is weird.
I don't know. Like if I choose the ex-con lifestyle, I should get a bonus 5 points to lockpick just off rip
Right.
because I'm a fucking ex-convict.
Exactly.
Like I might not ever pick those skills again, but because I chose the ex-convict life, this is something I knew
Mhm.
before this game. I knew how to pick a lock. Like that's what it should be. There should be bonuses based on my background,
Right.
and I'll gladly if I get 2 bonuses per if I pick 2 good choices and I get 2 bonuses, whatever negative flaw I get
Mhm.
will be the negative back like the back end. Like okay, so you picked like okay, one of the negative flaws you could pick was called sickly,
Mhm.
and it did like a negative thing to your health bar, but like 2 points into the health section and that's negated. So like it was a waste of time. Like
Wow.
I like it's like, oh well, you could use the 2 points here, but like you're not going to get the thing is not going to affect you like you think it is. Like you said, I played the game. So it was like I don't need this, but it's a dumb negative pickup. Like, but you know what I mean. But like they can affect your conversation stuff, which is like cool. But like at the same time, you don't have to. You can do this in a different way that's better than what you're attempting to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I totally understand what you're saying. But yeah, so maybe I mean
I like it
the
though.
the game just came out, so maybe they'll fix that in like the remaster. Or I can look at some
I
Steam
doubt it.
reviews. Somebody probably said the same thing you said. I'm sure someone did. I'm sure someone said the exact same thing. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna take a look at that because I do plan on playing that at some point. So yeah, I'll definitely I'll definitely watch out for that.
All right, no worries,
um,
no worries.
yes, yeah, so this week, so funny enough, I actually got to catch up on even though I'm like a month late. I finally watched the wholesome games direct, like mini direct that they had in December.
Mm.
And one of the actually no, sorry, I didn't watch. No, sorry, I did. Sorry, hang on a second. I looked at my emails and I got the email for the wholesome like newsletter that they have every month, and I was just
Mm.
looking for something new to play, and I was just like, oh, I wonder what's there or whatever, and then I was like, oh, I don't think I ever saw the actual direct from December, so I went back and I looked, and One of the games they featured, excuse me, was a game called ReStory. Now, this game, I listen. Right now, it's a 4 out of 5 for me. And the only reason I didn't give it a perfect score is because, it's still in its like alpha stage. It's not finished. And yeah, but I'll tell you why in a second. So basically, what the game is, it's a basically like you own like a little electronic repair store in the early 2000s in Japan, and your
Mhm.
job is to basically repair certain electronics, um for the your customers, and then you get like a little computer on the left side where you can like order parts, and it's like cool like lo-fi music playing from like a little stereo on the right hand side, and it's like just a total like zen moment. Like when you said that you played like Power Wash Simulator
Mhm.
2, and you could just zone out, that's exactly what like the game is. I mean, there is a plot, so don't get me wrong. Like there is a plot because you have different customers that come up to you and say like why they need this repaired and blah blah blah. But like it's just so relaxing. I don't know if it's I'm biased because I work in IT in real life and I really love hardware,
Mhm.
but you're literally like, I mean, like you're literally like unscrewing like the electronic and getting down to the nitty gritty, and like making sure it's clean and not dusty and things like that, and like ordering parts if like the part got charred. I will say since it's the early 2000s, there are some familiar electronics there. So like the Razor phone is one of the electronics that you have to repair in the game. um, Also, you have like a neighbor upstairs. You don't see his face, but it's like a bucket with like a post-it note on it and like a smiley face. And he's just
Huh.
like, he leaves a note inside, and he's just like, "Hey, can you fix this for me?" And it's like an Atari joystick you have to fix. You unlock the actual console later, like the Atari console,
Mhm.
and then you also repair PSPs, but they're not called PSPs in the game. It's clearly a PSP, but they can't, I guess they can't call it a PSP just for like licensing reasons, but it's clearly
Right.
a PSP. Like you have to repair those, but you can't repair those until you get you have to afford a like a Sony license. So you can say that your shop is like a licensed shop to repair like Sony stuff. But it's not called Sony in the game. It's called something else, like similar, but it's not. It's clearly Sony, but it's something else, in the game. And yeah, it's just like a really sweet, like really, just like, oh my god, I was playing that game for like hours on I think Friday or yesterday. I don't know what day it was. It was one of the days this week where I'm home because this is like the day before we all go back to work. So nobody knew what fucking day it was for like a week. So yeah, it was so relaxing. I love all the characters. If you want to try it, it's on Steam. Right now, I think this still gives you the option to join the playtest because I literally just joined the other day. So, hopefully the option is still there. Um, if once you're done playing, like it tells you when the demo is actually over, and then it asks you if you want to fill out the survey, and I had to because I was just like, this game is amazing. I was like, I can't wait for like the full release. If this is what's in like the alpha, like they didn't even get to the beta. If this is in the damn alpha, I was like, I cannot wait until like the full release comes out because I was just like, yeah, I need to unscrew this. I need to get this. Like I can't wait to see like what other electronics they put in that game because just the PSP and the Razer phone and the fucking Atari console alone was just I was just having the time of my life. So um yeah, that game was just like really really relaxing, and it's not like you get paid for it, so it's like a shop simulator. So if you're into like I don't want to say like time management because you can take your time.
Mhm.
So you don't have to. It's not like a time management game. But you also don't want to take forever either because you have to order parts and all this other shit and whatever. You get online orders too. So and it's funny because the computer, which clearly has Windows XP on it, but it doesn't say Windows XP. It has Windows XP on it. It has, funny enough that we were talking about Outlook. It has like the fake Outlook on it, and it has like the fake Firefox browser on it. And that's how you like where you order parts and stuff, and then you get emails for like online repairs and everything. But it was just so fun. It was just, oh my god, it was just, I need more of that game. Yeah, it was just great. I even joined like their Discord channel because I was just like, listen, this is all the feedback I have. This was great. I can't wait. Just let me know if there's another test. I want to be a part of it. So after that, I also went back to like Zeus and Poseidon because honestly, that game was like my personal baby blanket. Like if I just want to relax and I just want to like go back to a game that I know I can watch everybody, I go back and play Zeus and Poseidon, which is a city builder. I also purchased Caesar 3, which is the Roman version of Zeus and Poseidon. It's older, maybe by like 2 years, and you can tell. And I think I played it for maybe like 20-30 minutes yesterday. I was like, damn. I was like, this shit is like, damn, this shit is old. And I remember playing it when I was like 12, and I was just like, how the fuck did I get through this when I was 12? And I was just like, because I had the CD when I was little, so I'm just like, I don't remember this being this difficult. And I was just like, I mean, it's not hard, but it's like the way you build the town, it's like you gotta, it's like the same way you do it in Pharaoh. You have to basically build like a little neighborhood and make it circular, so like the villagers get what they need from like the firemen and the architect and all this other shit. And I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna have to wait till I have way more time to get into this because this is harder than Zeus and Poseidon, but whatever. Anyway, um, and I had to say that I purchased Assassin's Creed Valhalla and all the fucking DLC because Lord have mercy. I listen. This week was the Steam sale. I saw that shit and I was just like, $4. You damn Skippy. I was like, I need this game. Cause I was watching Game Ranks, that channel on YouTube, Game Ranks or whatever, and they were talking about they were I forgot what they were ranking. But Assassin's Creed Valhalla was on it, and they showed the footage from the DLC where like you saw like the fucking Rainbow Bridge and fucking you were riding an elk, and I was like, no, I need all parts of that. I was like, I need this fucking game. I was like, I'm gonna call this Assassin's Creed Rainbow Bridge because I need that. I need that. So, I was basically having the time of my life this week with all this fucking game. So, yeah, that's basically what I was playing this week. So, yeah, it was just
Soon I'm gonna have the update for Assassin's Creed Shadows, just not yet, not yet. I
Yeah,
want to get one more game off my backlog before I start it up. So I
that's
don't know
fair.
what I'm gonna. I know. I'm not counting for that list. I'm not counting Like a Dragon.
Hmm.
That is one of the games to be finished. I'm either going to finish. I think I'm going to finish Dead Space
Hmm.
before I jump into Assassin's Creed Shadows. So
That's fair.
yeah.
Um, I actually had, it was a demo for another game that I want to talk about. But that's gonna tie into the next segment anyway. So just you guys will understand what I mean. So all right. So this week, bringing back boots to the face because y'all don't know how to act. And y'all just, I don't understand why I don't know how to act. So first, you greedy ass people, like y'all gotta stop yelling at developers. Like all these people are not corporations. They're probably max 10 people a team, and they don't have time to be like grabbing with y'all over shit that's not that serious. Now, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because last week, after we finished recording, I went on Steam and I went to go see, because I follow a game called Necess, and sometimes I go and look at the Steam activity to see if there's like any updates for any of the games I have or are following or whatever the case. So I'm looking at the comments and somebody's like spazzing on a developer for Necess, and I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. I'm like, listen, it's not that serious. Even the developer, like God bless them or whatever, creator bless them, because they were just like really calm, customer service response, blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? And like the fucking person was just being a dickhead. And I'm saying like, this is exactly why the old boy that was making those Sims expansion packs free for everybody, that's exactly why he
Hmm.
left. I was like, y'all just gonna keep yelling at people until you just give up and like die. Then you really won't have a fucking game. Like, why are y'all yelling at them? Like, calm down. Calm down. They are not Ubisoft. They're not fucking CD Projekt Red. They're not fucking Microslop. They're not none of these people. So please relax. These are
Right.
small development teams, okay, that are doing their best. Okay, Necess is not a AAA game. If you fucking look at it, it's a fucking pixel art RPG dungeon type of game. Okay, that's somebody worked on that. Like, relax, fucking relax, please. Okay, and the reason why I say that is because I also, tying back into the last segment, played a game called Welcome to, I want to, not Welcome to Peregrine, or something else. What the fuck is the name of this game? I forgot. Okay, well, anyway, I didn't like the game. It was basically like a RPG, like a creepy RPG, type of game, and I wish I really wish I could remember the name of the game. But basically, what I didn't like is that it basically was like, it was like a almost copycat. Like the intro was almost a pure copycat of like fucking Pokemon. And the game has
Oh
done,
wow.
and the game isn't even like a creature collector type of game like Pokemon. Like, it's not. It's like a RPG fantasy type thing, but it's pixel art. When you start the game, you're in the forest just like in fucking Pokemon. Then you have to walk back to your house, and on the way back you run into like these creepy cult people, which might as well be like the cult version of fucking Team Rocket. Then they start the fucking battle just like in fucking Pokemon, and then you don't have a obviously it's not Pokemon, so you don't have a creature, but the cult person like summoned the demon type thing, and all you have is like a
Hmm.
stick, and you have to fight this demon thing with the stick, and it's like a turn-based RPG, like just like Pokemon, and obviously you win, and then the person's like, I'll be back, like the fuck, like fucking Team Rocket, and I'm just like, what the fuck? And then after you beat the person, you go back to your house, and then like you just go around, like it's like even the way the house is set up is like fucking Pokemon. It's all one floor though. It's not, you don't go upstairs to your room. Like your bedroom's on the left side, and there's a fucking computer, bookcase, TV, and like a refrigerator and shit. And there's food that you can make where you can heal yourself or whatever. And I was just like, someone was playing Pokemon Red or fucking Pokemon Blue before they made this, and just was just like, oh yeah, let me just do that, but just take Pokemon out of it and like just make it into like creepy RPG. That's basically what the game is. Like, it was what I played. And I was just like, yeah, I don't like this. I don't like this game at all. And then also like the fucking when you start the game, it's like, I don't know if it's because I have a Windows 11. I don't know what it is, but like the game just did not mesh with like my graphics. And I don't even. It's not like I have some like super 4K or 8K monitors or something. Like I have regular like Dell monitors that just do 1080p or whatever it is. And it's like there's nothing special about these monitors where like it should be glitching when it first starts. So I forgot the name of that damn demo. I'll probably bring it up next week, just so because I really don't remember. But wow, yeah, that was bad, you know, that was bad.
No, that's fair.
But yeah, and also the reason I say that is because you see how I'm expressing it here, and I'm not yelling at the fucking developer for that game. Why don't y'all just do that? Like, just talk to your friends about how the game is like sucks. And you have this problem with it instead of yelling at the developers when there's just four of them. Like, relax. All right. Next.
No, you're good. I agree with you actually.
Next. All right. I might start shouting out. This is like not even a game issue. This is just like I just got a problem with certain people. I need them to fucking get it together. First, Optimum. Optimum. What the fuck? Every time I turn around, you guys always dropping internet connections. Like, why are you an ISP? Like, the point is to do the S part of the ISP. Like, what the hell? Like, Jesus Christ. I'm like, every time I turn around, it's like they always drop it. Every fucking time. Like, rebooting the modem doesn't work. I'm not calling y'all because all y'all gonna do is just try to drip me and try to offer me some other sale or whatever. I think I remember before I moved, when I was at my last place and I wanted to like dub them completely, they tried to offer me like 4 months of free service just so I wouldn't switch. I was like, that's not enough. You guys do too much. Bye. And I switched to Verizon because I couldn't take it anymore. I was just like, you
No,
guys,
that's fair.
like, you guys suck. Like, what is wrong with y'all? Like, worst ISP ever. Okay, next. What are these people called? Okay, Squirrel Brand. You people that make these fucking cashews and stuff, like, can you not put so much sugar on all these fucking cashews? Like, I don't understand, like, the cashew is fine the way it is. There's no reason for me to be riding my teeth when all I want is a quick snack. It's not that serious. Fucking relax, okay? Yeah, and that's it. That's all I had.
No, that's funny. Well, I mean, so the first complaint for this second group with the ISP thing, that is across the board. I will sit here and stand on this that none of the ISPs in America are actually serving the public as the way they should because they're not giving you all the speeds you should be getting for the prices you pay.
That's true.
I can't I can't put my finger on it and I don't have the research brain to do it. But if I ask somebody who does, I'm sure that if we go back and look at the inflation rates of the prices for what they're charging and the stupid packages that they all offer, none of them are giving you what you should be rightfully getting for the money you're paying. So there's something to be had there about that. And
Mhm.
like the other side of that is the internet at this point should just be a goddamn utility and everybody should have access to gigabit speeds. Because
Mhm.
now in 2025, 2026, there's nothing you can do on this earth that does not require internet.
That's true.
Like I'm sure I
Except
could
maybe working out.
disconnect from the internet now. Yeah, sure, absolutely. But print media is all but dead, so I can't get the news like I want to.
Mhm.
Like the newspapers are folding up. There are very limited landline telephones at this point where like if I'm out in the wilderness,
Yeah.
wilderness being like outside, I can't use a payphone because they're
Mhm.
all dead. Cell phones came up, and so it's like I can't do anything without the internet. So at this point, it is no longer a luxury; it is a necessity and should be classified as a utility. And everybody should get the same baseline
Mhm.
gigabit speed internet. Like this should be the base.
Yeah.
All of you should be like everybody. Just the basic fucking package should be gigabit internet,
Yes.
and then you pay for more speed going that way. Like that's what it should be.
Yep.
Because I'm sure that, and I mean, this is the problem with that and this is a bigger argument because the
Yeah.
monopoly of the utility companies is
Yep.
a whole other thing.
Yep.
But the country should have you. There should be a federal water company, a federal
Mhm.
light company, a
Mhm.
federal internet company, and
Amen.
all of these things should be provided to every single country, like every single person in America, without 74 different companies trying to provide you the same thing between Comcast and Spectrum and Optum and like however other many cable companies there are.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be that.
It
Too
shouldn't.
much.
I just had this.
Right.
I just had to call out Optimum because out of every service that I've ever had in my entire life, they fucking suck. I understand that we don't get the speed that we're paying for, but at the very least, when I have Verizon, these niggas, my internet connection did not drop, and if it did, it was once in a blue moon, not every fucking week. Like, come on.
Right. I agree with
Dumbass
you. And
internet.
on the other side of that, with I ran down that side. What was the other one? What was the second part of that? The
Oh,
gamers being weird
yeah. To the game that they
ISP,
were yelling at was the devs for an assess. The
and
game
then
was called an
the
assess.
third piece. What was the third piece? The
Oh,
third thing you said.
the brand of these fucking cashews. The brand people is called Squirrel Brand. Okay, that's their name.
Okay, squirrel brand aside, American food
Sorry,
industry is garbage. They add sugar to everything.
that's true.
It's the most unregulated regulations in the sense of so like okay, there I've done a little bit of like investigating. There's things in like the European Union and Japan and like
Yep,
Eastern
it's
Asian
just us.
food companies that like you can't put certain things in foods
Sure
that
can't.
that are untested. We
Yep.
don't have that rule in America. Like it if we
The
like
last
come
thing
on
they
man.
did, the last thing they did was ban trans fats, and I think that was like fucking 20, 25 years ago. That was the last thing they
Yeah.
did.
It
So,
was, and if they said no artificial, like if they pulled the thing where you actually had to test and like and scrutinize the foods and the ingredients, we'd be a much better world.
you sure would.
But again, America's entire thing is everything. Just the one thing you have to learn about America quickly is follow the money. Like
Yep.
okay, then I'm going to draw a line for you. Like okay, in America, we don't have free healthcare, right? So
Hmm.
everything costs money.
Yep.
What that means is the people who get sick got to pay more money. So like all these things can be cured, all these things can be fixed. For example, diabetes. There are two types of diabetes. We all know this. There's the one that is genetic that you cannot stop, and then there's the one that you can get because you eat too much American food and don't realize it.
Mhm.
The second one is the one that is now you see all these Ozempic and all these fucking pills and medicines and shit to
Mhm.
help you lose weight because they've manufactured weight loss as a service now basically. And it's like, hey, if y'all in the top was like, hey, y'all can't put the shitty food stuff into these foods anymore, people are going to automatically get healthier. And they're going to start getting healthier because they're going to not realize they're eating healthier. And because of that, they're going to stop needing to they're going to start getting away from diabetes because they're generally getting healthier, which means your Ozempic request is going to go down.
Yep.
So, like, it's all again. This is very conspiracy grouch, but this, I mean, if you follow the money, it's fucking damn near true.
Yep.
Like, I'm not saying they're forcing you to eat the shitty food, but if the shitty food is the more affordable food because they don't want to raise the minimum wage or whatever, and we have to figure out what to eat, we're going to eat the bullshit because that's the best available option. So it's all cyclical, man. Follow the money, but ultimately this could be fixed if our government wasn't shit. We could have the cable service, the internet services regulated, have the food regulated, but we're too busy worrying about bombing other countries because our I'm off the soapbox. Moving on.
No, it's fine. Last thing I had to say was fuck Prego, and that's it.
That sugary ass sauce, get the fuck out of here.
It's nasty. It's not even just sugar. It's just fucking nasty. And then the reason I brought it up is because they only, you notice they put Prego and the other what's the other ugly shit? Ragu in poor neighborhoods. They only put those two brands in those neighborhoods. Gee, wonder why. Fuck Prego. Okay.
Yeah, it's all bad. It's just follow the money, man. That's the key problem here.
That's
we just have to get past that.
I'm on Prego next. I'm never gonna stop saying fuck Prego. Okay.
I just don't like that Rouse costs like $9 a jar.
Well, that's fair because Rouse is like a fucking 4-5-star restaurant or whatever. So I understand why their shit
really good. I just wish it didn't cost $9 a jar.
Yeah, Classico is good. That's a good pasta sauce.
I do like Classico's my favorite. They're my go-to.
Yeah. Or people, you can buy some tomatoes and just get some salt and pepper and then
mush them shits down and make it yourself.
Yes, that works too. So. All right. So, yeah, that was it for this week. I'm never taking my foot off Prego's neck. What else you guys say, Frank? Anything else?
No, that's it, man. See you guys next cast.
Yes, see y'all next week. Bye.
Later.